How have we lost so much of Belarus's Jewish history, and why should you care? Well, I will tell you a story. This is the story of Nadia Solovyova, a non-Jewish woman who lived on the outskirts of the Minsk ghetto in Belarus and helped a child survive during the war. One day, a woman named Lisa came to Nadia's house and begged Nadia to take in a 2-year-old child named Leonia and protect him. Lisa knew she would die in the ghetto and was prepared to do anything to protect her son. Nadia knew that if she were caught harboring a Jewish boy, she would be shot, but she chose to save Leonia nonetheless. A few days after Nadia took the boy in, there were pogroms, Jew-killing raids in the ghetto. Lisa was killed. The Germans searched house by house in the ghetto and nearby houses to catch the people hiding Jews, so Nadia took Leonia to the woods to be with her mother's relative. Leonia was later returned to Minsk, where he was hidden in the cellar, coming out only at night so he could breathe fresh air. After the war, Nadia went to search for Leonia's father, a soldier in the Red Army, only to learn that he had died too. Nadia's family adopted Leonia, brought him up and told him about his parents. Most importantly, they told him he was Jewish. They preserved his Judaism for him. He had no recollection of Lisa or his father because he was too young to remember them. Nadia risked her life to save a child she never met from a family she had never heard of because she wanted to save her life. Surely Nadia and Leonia should be remembered. After all, this is a story of astounding bravery. Unfortunately, no. Stories like this one have been erased from history, with no monuments to even tell the tale, even though Belarus had a massive Jewish population of over 800,000 people before the Holocaust. How did this happen, you may ask? The answer to that is rather complicated. In Belarus, there are almost no gas chambers, and all the evidence was hidden by the authorities. Most Jews were shot in ditches. And then, Stalin came up with his ideals of all Soviet citizens suffering the same during the war, apart from him and his friends who were living richly. Because of this, memorials in the Soviet Union would say Soviet citizens instead of Jewish people. Stalin also prevented publication of any books telling the real story. Another factor of the information loss was Belarus's constantly changing borders. For example, some surviving Jews had been Polish before the war in eastern Poland, and found themselves now living in the Soviet Union and were unable to tell their story. Jews became Sovietized and lost connection to their traditions because of anti-Semitic policies from the Soviet Union. To answer the question at the beginning of this video, we lost so much of Belarus's Jewish history because the Soviet regime suppressed it until the collapse of the Soviet Union. It is still trying to recover today. So no one even remembers the people who worked to save lives in Belarus, even though in other countries their stories were being heard and remembered, their efforts honoured. We have almost lost the chance for these people to inspire others to stand up against oppression and make a better, kinder world. Now you have watched my video and heard Nadia's story, you can be inspired too. Share this video, like it so it appears on people suggested on YouTube, so more people can learn about the hidden history, so we can be kinder to people and have the courage to stand up for what you believe in, so we can stand up against oppression, so we can live in a better world.